Well, Heartland, I've always enjoyed speaking and keynoting your conference in the past, and I regret I'm not able to do it and be there with you this year. But I have some good news, everyone. Obama's war on fossil fuels is temporarily over, and you, more than any other organization, are responsible. The outlook for environmental activists and the climate change alarmists is grim. With significant losses in the White House and Congress, the Supreme Court, and a persistently skeptic public, their political leverage and relevance has dwindled. And the people have won. You know, I say the people have won because I can remember back in 2002 when the polling all showed that global warming was the #1 issue for people. But now a recent Fox poll revealed that 97% of the American people don't care about global warming when it's stacked against terrorism, immigration, healthcare, and the economy. And according to a Gallup poll from March, global warming came in dead last of Americans' concerns of national problems. You see, that's a total reversal of what it was as recent as 2002. For the past 8 years of the Obama administration, the American economy suffered under the effects of this climate agenda. Every administrative entity under Obama was forced to embrace his climate agenda as a top priority and was used as a convenient sounding board. And we've seen this in agencies such as the Department of Defense, diverting resources away from their core responsibility of defending America and instead spent on finding ways to justify statements from the president that, quote, climate change is a greater threat than terrorism. Other agencies have spared no taxpayer expense supporting their outcome-driven science in an attempt to bolster their claims. In fact, the Congressional Research Service, not many people are aware of this, they reported that the Obama administration spent $120 billion on climate change issues. This was a total waste of money. Our defense is right now trying to come up with another $54 billion, and he wasted $120 billion on climate. Despite the administration's efforts and as research data and around the climate change continue to improve, the results don't support their claims. And instead, they actually put them into question. But that era is over, and President Trump is already delivering on his campaign promises. Just a few weeks ago, I was in the White House when President Trump signed an executive order instructing the EPA to roll back the Waters of the United States rule. You remember what that was? It would have allowed the EPA to regulate all land and water uses in America. Repealing it will provide crucial relief for farmers. And, you know, I'm from Oklahoma. It's a farm state. And that was our farmers' main concern, was that water issue. And so what help is on its way. President Trump is also committed to rolling back the Clean Power Plan and its $300 billion price tag. This rule would lead to a dramatic increase in energy prices and reduce the reliability of the grid. Now, these are just two of the many rules expanding federal power and departing from the core functions and responsibilities provided to the EPA by Congress. Congress has told them what they're supposed to be doing. The steps being taken by the Trump administration will return the roles of these agencies to their statutory intent. We've seen great successes in our air and water quality based on the EPA operating within its statutory budget. We will be able to right-size the agency to help the American people instead of punishing them with heavy-handed regulations from Washington that give little or no actual environmental benefit. It'll take time to rebuild the trust between states, industries, and the federal government. And I look forward to working with President Trump and the administration officials to restore credibility and balance in the context of environmental policies. But I say to you, Heartland, the liberal extremists are not going to give up. Obama has built a culture of radical alarmists, and they'll be back. You and I and the American people have won a great victory, but the war goes on. Stay vigilant. You are doing the Lord's work.